Yo, what is going on, Vivians, crypto heads, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube space? It's your boy, the Gale, back with another video, and this may be very well one of the most important videos you watch regarding Veve, Omi, Ecomi. If you're on the fence and you're thinking about investing in this company, or if you've already invested and you're thinking about investing more, this is one of the videos that you're going to want to check out and pay attention to and watch until the end. I don't know if you guys know who Logan Paul is, but if you don't, he has 22.9 million viewers on YouTube, and that's just YouTube, not to mention Twitch or whatever else he has. And he's mentioned Omi on a few occasions now. And I'm just going to play the clip. If you haven't seen it already, you probably have, but if not, just take a look at this little segment here.
Omi, this is not financial advice. You know what Omi is at right now, right?
It's like fractions. It's hundredths of a penny.
It's 0.003. This they didn't pay me to do this. They should. I'll reach out to them. But
We'll take free coins.
It's like a fraction of a cent of a cent.
Yep.
That's the coin that should the infrastructure and the model pop in the way that I think it will, because it's based on the Veve NFTs, who has IP out the fucking ass. Because that's where I think this NFT, I do believe it is a little bit of a bubble right now, but I believe the ones that will power through will be based around IP.
Cool.
Correct.
IP. And the ones they have are
IP. What is this IP that Logan is talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. IP. So let me take you over here to the Medium articles. It's amazing what you can find out when you do a little reading. So I'm just going to go right into it. Licensing, the next step for digital collectibles. It has been almost a year since non-fungible tokens hit the spotlight, allowing for a new system of digital asset ownership. This is in 2018, by the way. So it's been a year since 2018. It's 2021 now, just to paint the picture. Since then, we have seen countless iterations of NFTs being used across games and dApps, particularly in the realm of digital collecting. However, regardless of the increase in use cases, we are yet to see a huge increase in adoption of NFTs and the underlying technology blockchain, which enables their creation, purchase, and sale across the world. Enter licensing and branding, two huge components of adoption, which not only brings trusted and established brands to the new mediums, but also creates access to entirely new audience for content creators. Okay, we're getting to it. A license. Licensing grants the holder permission and authority to distribute products and merchandise based on the intellectual property of a content creator. So intellectual property, that's what IP stands for, guys. So this can be in new forms. For example, taking a trading card game and creating an animated TV series. I think of Pokemon when I hear that, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Licensing. From entrepreneur.com, licensing is a business arrangement in which one company gives another company permission to manufacture its product for specific payment. One good example here is Lego, who has seen a huge turnaround in recent years thanks to their licensing partnerships and unique character series. Thanks to these arrangements, Lego has gone from complete revenue collapse in 2002 to second most profitable toy making in the world with $4.5 billion in revenue in 2014. Just because of all the different licensings that they have. Toy Story, Batman, Spider-Man, SpongeBob, Star Wars, you name it. Intellectual property is a form of intangible asset. They can include designs, artworks, literary works, music, animations, trademarks, logos, etc. And these days make up a huge portion of a business bottom line. So that's a key part right there. These days, they make up a huge portion of a business's bottom line. All right. So licensing a product, design, or some form of content grants the license holder permission to use or reproduce content that was created by another person or entity. It does not give the license holder ownership over the property itself. So if you're still confused, think of it as a lease agreement, except in this case, the property being leased is intangible rather than a physical asset. Of course, licensing agreements also dictate the exact reproductions and forms the IP can be used in. and are governed by individual contract stipulations. These often include the type of content, the use of branding, as well as geographical locations it can be distributed in. So if I take it back to the Veve app, we just had an Ultraman drop, and it was only available to America. But Ultraman is very popular in Japan, but they didn't have access to it. So that's just an example of the geographical locations right there. So why would I want to license my content? From a business or a company point of view, licensing your content is one of the primary ways to build brand awareness. It is also one of the fastest and most profitable ways to build a business. So let me take it back to the Veve app real quick and show you something called unicornos. If you haven't seen a unicorno before, this is what one might look like. Or let's go down here. Here's 2 more unicornos. If you haven't heard of unicornos, me neither. Not before I got into the Veve app. And unicornos comes from the Tokidoki brand. And I did a deep dive on that earlier today. You can find that video in my playlist if you want. But the point is, I have never heard of Tokidoki until I came onto the Veve app. And now I'm pretty much hooked. I know all the names pretty much, and I'm looking forward to the Mermicorno series that's going to come out this Tuesday. 4 days, 19 hours. And I'll be right there buying up all of them. So back to the Medium article. Let's see here. The world's most licensed properties. Disney, $5.6 billion in licensed retail products. The portfolio includes Lucasfilm, that's Star Wars, Marvel, ABC, ESPN, Disney Pixar, and Walt Disney Studios. Also, titles such as Star Wars, Marvel, Avengers, Frozen, and Disney Princesses. For a full report on Disney licenses, click here. Maybe do that later. 3. Pokemon Company. $2.1 billion. The world of Pocket Monsters is available in many different forms, including trading card games, video games, animated series, and movies, available on Netflix and Amazon. Lifestyle products, smartphone apps. An example of their licensing initiative is with Nintendo, who uses the Pokemon world to produce console games. As you can see, licensing is an incredibly effective way to promote and produce new products, using the existing IP created by another company entity. It brings with it an already established audience, and often to new products, ideas, or mediums. Moreover, it helps to build awareness of your brand, while simultaneously creating a new way for IP to be distributed and generating new additional income streams for your bottom line. So this is where Veve and Ecomi shines. Actually, I'll just keep going further because you'll see in a minute. What has licensing got to do with digital collectibles? Well, I'll just play this video right here.
For the first time ever, people can legitimately own a digital asset. But wait. How can someone own a digital file? The answer? Blockchain. Blockchain is a historical ledger that records all activity of a digital asset, such as its creation, sale, transfer, or purchase. Because blockchain is autonomous and decentralized, it cannot be manipulated or corrupted. This ensures the highest level of accuracy for ownership rights, reporting, and counterfeit protection.
Bingo. That's what we're talking about with Veve and Ecomi. Let's go down here. It's not very exciting to collect something that everyone else already has. But with NFTs, we can create unique token identifiers, like a serial number on a physical collectible, to identify which number character you have and which series that it's from. It also means that we can create limited amounts of particular collectibles, and a series might range from common right through to ultra rare. Yes, sir. The new world of digital collecting allows for a myriad of new digital possibilities. For example, rather than a physical collectible sitting on your shelf or hidden from sight, digital collectibles can be displayed in augmented reality in 2D and 3D, depending on the underlying token standard. It is also possible to use characters and items in different games in cross-platform, something which we have not seen in mass today. Now that's where Veve is going to shine, in my opinion. Let's take a look at this real quick. This is very interesting, this video here. What is that, Hello Kitty? Is that Astro Boy? I don't know where that dragon's from, but and where is that from? But did we just get a Hello Kitty confirmation? Like, this is old. So maybe Ecomi kind of slipped up by leaving this video out, but I done messed it up. Hold up, guys. Yeah, do you guys know where Astro Boy is from? I think the last person that owned Astro Boy is Disney, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but who owns Astro Boy? Because if Astro Boy is owned by Disney, could this be a possible Disney confirmation? I don't know, guys. I'll leave that up to you guys. So you guys are better detectives than me, I guess. Somebody out there find out and let's bring it to light, huh? All right, so back to the licensing. Okay, so now that we understand what licensing is, how and why digital collecting is possible, and why is it even a thing, we can discuss licensing. As with many other licensing deals, acquiring licenses for NFTs means that we can produce collectibles and character series beyond the IP of the other business. Thus far, NFTs have been created and have indeed seen some success, as with CryptoKitties, for example. However, they have failed to bring new audiences into the space, and users often require a fundamental understanding of blockchain and tokens to be able to participate. Sure, owning a crypto zombie is kind of cool, but these characters, tokens, don't hold any real value outside of the game they are being used in, because people don't have any underlying attachment to them. Enter licensing. Rather than creating digital collectibles based on random or unrecognizable games and characters, Ecomi is utilizing existing and established brands to create NFTs across a range of genres. In particular, we are targeting movies and TV animations, in comics, gaming, iconic characters, and digital art. By creating characters the public has an intrinsic attachment to, and quite possibly already own in physical form, we are able to utilize their branding and IP to build our own audience and user base, whilst also introducing new audience to the world of digital collecting. So this is what Logan Paul was talking about pretty much. Veve has the right foundation, and they pretty much have a one-way lane to the moon if they want. They just gotta do it right. They gotta keep doing what they're doing, and they're making the right moves, if you ask me. Moreover, by creating a smartphone app, we are able to offer it in a familiar and easy to understand manner. Sorry, guys, an easy to understand manner, without new users needing to understand blockchain for it to work. From a company point of view, we are helping established brands to break into new digital markets, increasing their bottom line profits without having to physically produce anything new. It's a two-way street, whereby our platform will also introduce new users to brands they may not have been aware of, aka Tokidoki. Oh, here we go. For example, Ecomi has secured and announced a licensing agreement with Tokidoki, an international apparel based on the colorful artistic creations of co-founder Simone Legno. If you don't know, now you know, guys. So how are they acquiring the licenses? This is big. Of course, licensing sounds like a wonderful idea if you can actually acquire them. Thankfully, one of the core strengths of the Ecomi team rests with our CEO, David Yu, who has been licensing and branding for more than 20 years. It's a lot of years, guys. With more than 2 decades of experience in the gaming and licensing business, Yu has been involved in licensing and retail, working with intellectual property and transforming unique gaming and collectible licenses into globally recognized brands. This is from David Yu. In all of my years of collecting, the demand for the collectibles has never faded, but they have constantly changed mediums. I believe that digital collectibles are only just emerging, and we will see it reach the same popularity as tangible collectibles. His start in 1997, when he first established Games R Us Ltd., he transformed Star Wars and Star Trek, let me say that again, Star Wars and Star Trek memorabilia, as well as various vintage toys and comics, into entertainment and hobby stores for fellow collectors. Later, you established Retail Management Group, Ltd., a supply chain for manufacturing and distribution, from food and beverage to cosmetic products in Australia, New Zealand, China, and other Asian markets. Now look at these names, guys. DC, Mario Bros, Nintendo, Pokemon, Zelda, The Simpsons, Pac-Man, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, Family Guy. They've already confirmed that they have 100 plus licensings, and they just haven't announced them all yet. What are the odds that even half of these aren't a part of that 100? You see where this is going, guys? Our second superstar team member and head of global license acquisition is Alfred Kahn. His name may not be familiar. However, he has undoubtedly had some impact on your life. Alfred is personally responsible for more than $25 billion in retail revenue as a founder and CEO of 4Kids Entertainment. Is responsible for licensing some of the world's biggest and most established brands, including Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Polly Pockets, and Cabbage Patch Kids. During the course of his 3-decade career in licensings, 30 years, guys, Al has stood out as a pioneer, identifying trends in popular culture and adapting them to a global audience. His unique insight has translated into much success, not just for his company, but for the licensing industry as a whole. Charles Riotto, president of Lima, 2005. Not only is he responsible for Pokemon's namesake, changing it from Pocket Monsters to be more easily adopted in a Western audience, he has also developed licensing, marketing, and brand development programs for other iconic international brands, including Nintendo, Mario Bros, Zelda, and Donkey Kong, James Bond, the World WWF, Monster Jam trucks, and Xbox. So this team is huge, guys. Just those two guys alone, David and Alfred, those guys, they have like so many iconic companies under their belts and probably still has a good relationship with them. So that's huge. So it's clear that they have the team, industry experience, and industry connections to acquire some of the world's biggest and most popular licenses. At the time of writing, we also have a number of confirmed brands on board to enter the new era of digital collecting with us. I wish I could be more specific, but I guess you'll just have to follow our journey over the coming months. Let's see here. So non-fungible tokens may not have been around for too long, but it won't be long before they're in every hand and secure wallet in the world. So that's that, guys. That's if that isn't enough information for you to make a choice, then I don't know what is. So let's just hop back onto the Veve app right now for a second so you can see what's happening here. Everything is sold out, and it's only been 2 months out. Let me go to the brands that's already available. So they've already dropped Ultraman. They've dropped the Batman Black and White series already. Here's all of the Batmans that they've already released. So it's safe to say that Superman is coming soon. Probably more Batman villains. They only have the Joker and Harley Quinn and the Penguin out so far. And people can't get enough of this. They've dropped the Powerpuff Girls series already. This one was only available in Asian markets. The marketplace isn't even open yet. This is just the beginning. So if you're on the fence, or if you have invested and you're thinking about investing some more, now would be a good time to make a decision, because the Omi token is not going to stay at a penny forever. And more and more people are going to find out about this app, and it's going to be very hard to get even the most basic NFTs. So, yeah, if I were you guys, I would do your own research, watch more videos, go to the Medium apps, and find out all that you can while you can before the window of opportunity closes. Okay, I guess that's all I have to say for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm not a financial advisor, just a guy with a lot of opinions. Peace out.